up? It is me, Alicia P. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching all the words. I just got done dyeing my wig, so eventually y'all gonna see that in my little maintenance vlog. So I'm pretty excited about that. And also, if you hear some noise in the back, it's raining outside, so you're gonna hear a little drip drop, splish splash, you know. In today's video, I'm gonna do a little story time. In today's story time, I'm basically gonna be telling y'all about the time that I got ghosted by my supposed boyfriend. Weird vibes indeed, I know. If I sound a little silly, it's midnight, so don't judge me. Anyway, so I got my trusty phone out. Like always, I'm going to be documenting the name that I give this person. So in today's story time, I think the name that I want to give him right off the bat is Johnny. Like Johnny Bravo, if y'all ever watched that. You already know I gotta cue the clip.
Baby. Sassy.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time. Anyway, whatever. So basically, me and Johnny had worked together at a clothing store. And basically, I always thought Johnny was like attractive, but I never took him as like, I gotta get with him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how you work with somebody and you're like, oh, you cute, but like you not feeling them in that way because you don't think that way. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, he's cute. So I would say a few months pass and Johnny hits me up on Instagram. He finds my Instagram and he follows me and everything. And I look and I'm like, oh my God, like he followed me and I used to work with Johnny. Like, this is crazy. So, you know, he follows me and I follow him back, and then he DMs me right after I follow him. I would say like 5 minutes after. So after he does that, basically he messages me and he's like, hey girl, you know, I just want to be honest with you, I thought you was cute when we used to work together. And you know, of course he had his little how you doing, all that back and forth, but it was like, you thought I was cute? Even though, y'all, this was like when I was in high school, so like I was not cute. So, but okay, whatever. But I did have like a little mini glow up towards the end of my high school career. So yeah, but it's the fact that he was like, you was so cute when we worked together, and I was like, okay, I mean, all right. I mean, I'll go with the flow. I'm not questioning you and what you like. I'm just like, y'all used to be itchy, okay? It used to give grr. And the fact that he was like, you fine, is like questionable. It's okay, because I was like, he cute. And on top of that, you know, I've said this numerous times, I had a very awkward dating scene. You know, I wasn't very good at being like flirtatious. I was very quiet in high school for the most part. You know, I was kind of like a late bloomer to the party, if you know what I mean. So when he said that, you know, I responded and I was like, oh, really? You know, I'm not good at flirting back. But yeah, at the time I wasn't, but it's like now I'm eating y'all up. Like, if somebody's like, you good at flirting? Yeah, I am. Anyway, so he messaged me and he was just like, you know, you so cute now, and you know, and I thought you were cute back then, and wada wada whoop. And long story short, I say we texting back and forth for at least like 2-3 weeks of us just getting to know each other, and then eventually we FaceTime, and y'all, it was a really good FaceTime. We stayed on FaceTime until I would say like literally, I would say he called me maybe like right after, I would say he called me right after like 9 p.m. and then we stayed on the phone literally until like 4 in the morning, just talking and sleeping on the phone and everything. Like, it was so cute. But I will say, then when he woke up, he was like, oh my God, like my mom in my room, and hung up on me. And I was like, wow. But I was still like, oh, this is so romantic. So basically, you know, we FaceTime, we talked for like 2 weeks or so, and then he finally builds up the courage to ask your girl on a date. So I'm scrambling, looking for a cute fit. My hair is done recently, so I'm feeling good. It was a good experience as far as getting ready for the date. So I was pretty darn excited. So then he texts me, he's like, hey, I know our date was, I think our date was like an afternoon, so I'm gonna just give it an exact time for reference. But let's say our date was like at 2. So he texted me at like 12 and was like, hey girl, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be a bit late to the date. And I'm like, off rip, that's like red flagiana that you late to your own date that you said. it was cool because I was like, things happen, babe, it's okay. Because he was like, I want to look good for you, so I'm getting a haircut. I'm getting a haircut right now so I can look really good for my future wife. He didn't call me future wife, y'all, so don't get scared. He didn't call me that. But, you know, that's basically what he insinuated is like, so we can be in love. And I was like, that's fine. Like, I said, so, you know, do you know what time your cut will be done? Because, you know, I just want to know so I'm not like sitting here dressed all cute when I could be in my pajamas and you ain't gonna see me till like, you know, a weird hour at night, you know, like you ain't gonna see me for a while. And he was like, well, I should be done by like 3 something and I should be able to come get you around 4. So the whole time, y'all, he insinuated that he was the driver. He insinuated that he was driving himself, right? This man had his brother give him a ride to come pick me up, and it was awkward. Like, I ain't knocking nobody grind, but it was a little awkward because he kept like trying to hold my knee and everything. Like, you know how they do that thing where they put your hand on your wife and they put it behind them on the seat and touch their wife, their girl, whoever in the back seat while the driver, right? It's awkward to me because I'm like, I don't know, it was awkward. But maybe I'm doing too much. But it's like, sir, you insinuated you finna come swing by and pick me up. So then it's awkward because this is our first date. So it's a little awkward to have like your big brother like come pick up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a little awkward. But I wasn't like too mad about it because, you know, the red flags never click for me, okay? I don't do red flags until it's too late. And that's bad. And I do acknowledge that I need help. I am not as bad at it now as far as just like catching red flags when other people talk, because, you know, I do got a boyfriend now. But in general, I'm not as bad at it. But look, back then, I didn't catch them red flags. Not at all. So basically, we on the way to the movie theater. And he keep looking back, trying to talk to me. But I'm like on my phone because I told y'all it was a little weird that I was like in the back seat like a little kid. But yeah, I just kept getting on my phone because I was like, it's a little awkward. He kept asking me questions. It would have been better if he would have sat like in the back seat with me instead of sitting up front. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just didn't seem the norm. I don't know. That could be me though. Like, if y'all ever had that happen and then y'all like fell in love and like was like on your forever ever stuff, let me hush, okay? Let me be quiet then. Anyway, so we finally get to the movie theater. I'm super excited. We went to go see this one movie. Let me look it up actually, because it was a movie about like these superhero kids. I forgot. I think it was called like Misfits or something. You know what? I can't find it. But look, it's cool. It's a movie. Basically, it was like a really bad movie about like kids that are like superhero misfits and they just cause a lot of problems and stuff like that in their community, and they trying to get them to be better people. And it was really bad. We wasn't even watching the movie because let me tell y'all what happened. So we get inside and he pays for the tickets and the snacks. He paid for everything. And I was like, oh, that's a green flag. Like, look at him flying me out. So yeah, it's like I felt flued out and everything. Like, I felt like that girl. You know, I was like, oh my God, like he paid for everything. And he had like me like chauffeured, I guess. Like, I'm feeling cute. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be my forever ever. This is my husband. I don't know. Anyway, after he buys the snacks and everything, we go inside the theater. And, you know, I made sure, y'all, that I was smelling like a goddess. So he called me out on that. He was like, you smell so good. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And I was like, you smell so good. Like, I just felt so romantic. I was like, I love this. Like, and I told y'all that I wasn't really into the whole like dating thing yet. I wasn't really good at that. Because, you know, I was kind of sheltered as a child. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, my mom was very like, you can date boys, don't get me wrong, but like, do you really want to? And look, I ain't even gonna knock her for that. You're right. You're right. Some of them cuckoo loco. Okay, you know, for some reason I never really thought to date until I was like basically 18 anyway. So we were in the movie and we were talking and being all romantical. He was asking me questions about my life, even though we're watching a movie, so that's bad. But I mean, we literally were the only ones in the theater. It was just me and him. So I was like, it don't matter, ain't nobody can be like, shut up y'all, because it's just literally me and him watching this movie. Basically, we watching the movie and everything, and we talking talking, and you know, we watching it, and we're like, this movie's kind of bad, and we laughing and kikiing and all that. Let me tell y'all too, like, keep this in mind, this man was also my zodiac sign. He was just a male version. Everybody and they mama know you is not supposed to really date your zodiac sign, because it's not gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. And I'm a Libra, so like a Libra on Libra, that sound like a crime. Okay, you know, I told y'all too that I ain't really getting no sleep before I made this one, so it's gonna be a lot of me like cutting myself off to say like funny, you know, pro quos, like random things in your face. So long story short, we're sitting right there, and essentially, you know, he keeps looking at me, I'm looking at him, and he asked me, can he kiss me? So, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like, he wasn't my first kiss, but it was still kind of weird because my first kiss was like a weird encounter, which if y'all want to hear that story, I can tell it. But he wasn't my first kiss, but it was also like awkward because it was still like, I told y'all I'm very awkward. You know, I say yes after being very scared, and we kissed. And y'all, the kiss, it was a good kiss. It was very romantic. It wasn't nothing too much. There was no tongue. It wasn't nothing scary. Cause you know how some of them be just coming in your face like, blah, 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 blah. Like, put that tongue in your mouth. Basically, after we kissed and everything, we started talking again, and you know, he had to do that corny like, how was that? But I thought at the time, I was like, oh my God, like, he's so, like everything about him is just so romantical. I don't know, like, this was embarrassing. This is an embarrassing story. So like, cause it's like, stick to the end, you're gonna see why this is so like, wow, I look bald. Okay, put the hell back. Oh. Anyway, so after we kissed and everything, we talked some more, and eventually, you know, I tried to be like that girl. He asked me, could I climb on top of him? Now y'all, whoa, pump your brakes. We was not gonna do nothing in that theater, even though I have had my fair share of those moments. But in this story, no, it was just he wanted to make out. So I got on top and we started making out and everything, because we was the only ones in the theater. So I was like, it's cool. And the movie was bad. And it's like, yeah, you might be judging me right now through the screen. I can feel it. But like, stop. Basically, you know, we're kissing. And then he pulls away and he looks at me. And he asked me if I wanted to do the boom ba-doom in there. And I was like, sir, I was like, no, like, you know, it's like, I was like, no, but it was like a hesitant, because I was like, he really cute, and I wouldn't mind if this was my first time. But it, you know, it's just the principle of like, I didn't feel like I was ready. And you know, he was even like, I don't feel like we're ready, because we're a couple and couples wait. And I was like, oh my God, like, we're a couple. But y'all, I didn't know he meant literally a couple. The man, then he asked me, can you be my girlfriend? After this is our first date. Like, I was looking like, excuse me? And then he said it again. So I was like, what? And he's like, I don't know, I'm just feeling you, and I feel like I gotta make you mine, I gotta make you my girl. And I'm looking like, sir, this is our first date. So then I said, let me go to the bathroom. Yes, I pulled one of those on this man. I said, can I go to the bathroom? Because what? So then I go to the bathroom and I start panicking back and forth, and I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? Like, I'm like, I don't know what to say to him. So I left him in the theater by himself, because I was just like, what? So then I tell myself, but it's so romantic. He wants me to be his girlfriend. So I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say, but we're not like serious boyfriend, girlfriend. We're like together. Because I thought I ate. Basically, I thought if I told him it's like a yes, but with some conditions to it, then I wouldn't be fully saying yes. I was a little toxic, but at the same time, y'all don't think it's toxic to tell somebody you trying to be their boyfriend after the first date? Seems a little fishy. I don't know. So then I went back, and yes, y'all, I did say yes, I will be yours. We're in love. Basically, you know, we watched the movie, finished the movie and all that stuff, and then we're leaving. And he could not get me a ride back home, so I had told my mom, because she picked me up. And the reason he couldn't get me a ride back home is because he literally was gonna have his brother drop him off straight to work after the date. Yes, the man was gonna go straight into his third shift job after a date. I would never do that, but look, people do crazy things. I don't know. I don't judge. Get your bread. You gotta make that money back. You did just buy everything and treat me like a queen. So I get it. Get your bread up. So fast forward like a couple weeks of us texting back and forth as lovers. Okay, we in love, right? Supposedly. But when I text him, y'all, he is texting me 2 or 3 days after the fact. He's texting me like 2 days later after I text him. Because at first it was very consistent, like he was truly being his boyfriend role. And he would even send me little pictures of him on Snapchat, his face, all that. You know, saying how sexy, gorgeous, beautiful I was and all that. Like, really playing the part, you know? And then for some reason, out of nowhere, it just snapped. He started texting me 2 days later after my text. And he was trying to say, like, you know, I've just been busy. I'm not ignoring you. When I would be like, are you ignoring me? I feel like I had every right to say, are you ignoring me? If you're texting me 2 days later in between our text. That's weird. But yeah, y'all, he was taking forever to text me back in between. And he kept trying to say like it was because of his job and everything. And he also had 2 jobs, y'all. But basically he would work his third shift job a lot more frequently. Because his other job, he was saying it wasn't paying as much. So basically he kept saying that. And I was just like, sir, what does that have to do with like checking your phone for 2 seconds? Because you cannot tell me that us this day and age are not on our phones. You're on your phone. You're lying. And then it's like I look crazy. I look demented, scary, raw, because I keep asking you, why is you not texting me back? Like, that's embarrassing. I don't do embarrassing, okay? That ain't me. You don't embarrass the embarrasser, okay? So eventually I text him again and say, hello, like, what's going on? Because at this point I'm asking you avidly, what is going on that is making you out of nowhere not like me no more? Right, y'all? Like, what's going on? And he don't text me back for a long time, like 4 or 5 days, right? 4 or 5 days. So at this point I'm like, this is not my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this ain't my man. Because my man would not ignore my text for no 5 freaking days, okay? I could see a few hours. I could even see a day. I don't see 5 being an option, sir. That don't make sense on any planets, okay? We on Earth. Earth to you. Earth to Johnny. What's going on, Johnny? Are you here? Oh no. So then finally I'm like, Johnny, and he texts me back again, and he's at this point he's getting mad that I'm texting him. Like, the man is literally mad that I'm asking him like what's going on. And at this point I don't do begging, so this was a lot for me, okay? This hurt. I don't do that. And then y'all, lo and behold, my birthday is coming up, right? Because this was actually all around my birthday when I met this man. You know, well, I met him when I worked with him, but you know what I mean. When I met him to go on a date and do all that romantico, be a couple, all of that. Why I text him and say hello like 3 days before my birthday, right? Which was literally around his birthday, because I told y'all we the same zodiac. So basically I'm texting you like pretty much, I think I pretty much texted him on his birthday or something like that. And said like, happy birthday, hello, like what's going on? And nothing. Crickets. So my birthday come around and I hang out with my friends. We having fun. Yeah, it's a good time. But that's also when this video happened. Boop doop deep, where my birthday sleepover went wrong. So you know, it was like, oh my god, like this is awkward. But anyway, so all of that happened too, so that was awkward. And the man never texts me back. And when I'm saying never, I mean never, okay? I never got a response. And y'all might be like, is there more to the story? No, there's not. This was a quick story time. The man never texted back. And you wanna know what was weirder? You know how people be having their read receipts on? So we had read receipts on, because that's like a couple things, you know? And this man read my message in December. So like all this happened around my birthday, which is in October. But like we, you know, so we started talking in September and it moved over in October and all that and everything. Also, if y'all hear noise in the back, I'm sorry. It moved over into October. He ghosted and then read my message in December. That's awkward as hell. And kind of dirty that you purposely waited 2 months to open my message. And y'all, to this day, I don't know why that happened. I don't know what made him do that. And I haven't really asked him, and I don't think I ever will. Because what was weirder is that recently, maybe like a few months back, he tried to hit me up. And, you know, on some like, how you been, you know what I'm saying, stuff. And I'm like, I thought you perished, okay? I hadn't heard nothing from you. What are you messaging me for, weirdo? Like, as hell. But yeah, y'all, he read it 2 months later. That's awkward as hell and rude. But basically the message I sent was me calling him out. So I'm glad you read it eventually. And you know, it's still cringy to think about because my message kind of said like, cause I really liked you. City girl down. Why would I say that? I still think about that message. I'm like, I shouldn't have sent that. I should have just let him ghost me. Cause it's like, I really was like, oh, but I really liked you. Like, what was that for? Cause it's like, I still to this day don't know why he did that. And it's like, yeah, I could like pursue the vid and ask, but nah, I'd rather not. Because look, he living his best life now. He living his best life. I would describe what's going on with his life, but then it's gonna give it away of who exactly I'm talking about. And you know, I be trying to say as secretive as possible. Even though I be wanting to like just post pictures so people like put reference photos up and be like, this is who they look like. That's my ex-lover. You know, I be wanting to do that, but I can't. But that is it for the video, the story time. It was very quick, simple, short. And like I said, y'all, I was very sleep deprived filming this whole story time. So I apologize. But thank you for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you press the little doodle BB bop bell ding. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the words that I be asking for you to do. I will see y'all in a few days with my next video. I'm finna go take myself to bed. I literally told y'all I was dyeing my wig for hours, okay? And I was like, well, I need to get some content out for my lovely subscribers. So that's what I had to do. I had to do it. I had to sacrifice my sleep. But yeah, I'm finna go to bed. So good night. Hope you enjoyed the little quick story time. And yeah, have a great night.